Please confirm you can see my screen. Okay, thank you. Yesterday we were seeing, good evening class. Yesterday we were seeing if Sun Pharma has decided to implement SAP in their organization and IBM is the implementer, then how many teams we will have? We'll have two teams. One from Sun Pharma team, they are called as SAP end user, and there is a IBM team who are going to be called as consultant, right? Why these people are called as end user? After the IBM people come and install the software in Sun Pharma, then only the different department of Sun Pharma are going to use the software. Correct? So they are called as SAP end users, and IBM people are called as consultant. So what is the SAP name for the screen? As we seen, as soon as you log into SAP server, what do you see? The screen used by the end user, which we call in layman as end user screen, the SAP terminology is SAP Easy Access. Yes or no? So maybe I'm just using your credential, Daniel. Done for the day, right? So SAP Easy Access is the screen which is going to be used by the Sun Pharma. Different department of Sun Pharma are going to use this. Okay. Logistic people are going to use the logistic module. Accounts people are going to use the accounts module. Human resource people are going to use the HR module. Clear? And how do I go from end user screen to consultant screen? I type SPRO in the command field and press enter key. I go to the customizing screen. What is that customizing screen called? That is called consultant screen in layman term. And IBM people are going to use the consultant screen. Clear till this point? Sam, I want you to be clear. Sam and Tabitha, I want both of you to be participant today for the class representation. So customization is called end user and consultant screen we have understood. Then we have discussed what are the different types of consultants are going to be there and what kinds of job are available. Yesterday we have seen there are four types of job. SAP end user job, like who is going to use the software? The different departments of Sun Pharma are going to use the software. Okay, I have given some names to say the purchase executive of Sun Pharma is Mary. Okay, and production is Dan, Richelle, or some names. Clear? And who is going to be there? I have given the team members of IBM. They are called with a similar name, and they are the consultants sitting in IBM. Correct? Is going to talk to whom? Mary, sitting in the end user, is being called as client in the purchase department. She comes and to whom? Now, when IBM team approaches the Sun Pharma team for implementation, the Robert SAP consultant will approach Mary for the requirement. When we say what is customization, we see as per the client need, we are going to alter something which is already existing. Now, what has to be changed? The process of Sun Pharma is known to Mary in and out. So she may be saying, these are the kind of the reports which we want from your SAP consultant will be sitting with the Mary and trying to understand the customization part. Then the production executive, Dan, will be sitting with the Robin, the IBM PP consultant. What is PP? Production planning consultant. And then similarly, each executive will be sitting with their respective consultants. So now what we have understood in IBM, there are going to be two types of consultant. One, they are called as functional consultant, and then two, there is second set of consultant called technical consultant. So how many types of consultants are there in SAP? There are two types of consultant, functional and technical. Now, what is this functional and what is this technical? Any department you think in a company will be a functional module in a software. Okay? Purchase is a department. So, whoever is working in the purchase department, you have a respective function consultant called material management or SAP consultant. Production, production planning. Sales and distribution is another consultant. Human resource, finance, costing, FICO consultant. So, all these people are called. Is it so? I request all of you to put on your mic on mute, please. If there is any disturbance, I had this issue with my system. I was expecting my hardware guy to be there. Are you able to uh, listen to me clearly? Okay. I request all of you to put your mics on mute, speaker on mute, please. Mics on mute, so that if any disturbance is there, it can be avoided. If someone is to raise the question, you can unmute your mic and just say the name and then shoot the question. So, who is this technical consultant? Because SAP is a software, it has to be developed in a programming language. Like whatever the screen you are seeing, if this has to be developed, it has to be written with a code. The code in which SAP is developed, like your C, C++, Java, .NET, a programming language on which SAP is developed is called as ABAP, or in slang we call it as ABAP. The coding language is called ABAP. Who is going to learn this? The people with the technical background, BSc computers, BTech computer, engineering background, the people who have the flair for coding part. They go and learn how to do the coding. And who is the other person? The hardware. Once you have a software side on the technical, you will have a hardware side. He is called as basis consultant. Basically, who is going to learn basis? Again, the engineer with a flair for networking. What is his job? Like the thing is, you have been given user 25 or something. Who has created that? This basis consultant has created. Creation of user what are the screen he is authorized to see, and every day the work's backup has to be taken into magnetic tapes. All this is a job of the basis guy. He is the one who is going to connect the printer, fax machine. He is going to configure the email with the software for your sales order or purchase order to go to the customer or to the vendor. Right? So here we have understood SAP is for everyone. Either you are either you are uh, either you are working on the technical side or the functional side. Clear? So we are going to have two teams. One is the end user team and one is the consultant team. And the consultant team is further divided into functional and technical. And each one of you can decide whichever department we looking. Either we are going for logistic module, the people with the finance background will go for finance module, and the people with human resource background will go for HR. Now, what are the different types of jobs we have in SAP? If I or any of these executive, I have a job in pharma. That job is called as SAP end user job. This job is for a data entry operation. The age group could be below 25. The people who are doing the intern, if they do this, they will get a good chance of becoming a SAP software operator in the end user. And then the rest of the three are going to be in IBM as implementation consultant, support consultant, and as a corporate trainer. This also we have discussed at length tomorrow. Correct? So all this thing is there. This Excel will be in your WhatsApp group at the end of the course. So there I have given what is the roles and responsibilities of the Sun Pharma team and the IBM team. That you can read. It is easy for you to understand. Now What are the different types of companies exist in the world? All the companies in the world can be categorized into three categories. What are they? Manufacturing company, trading company, and service company. Correct? I can categorize people into either manufacturing company, service company, or a trading company. Now, what is the difference between a manufacturing company and trading company? Manufacturing company is a core and is a process that produce the goods in their own facility or factory, and that product is called as finished goods. Finished goods are the goods manufactured in-house by the company. They have the proprietary right on this product. And what are the trading company? I buy a product from Samuel and add a profit margin and sell it to Daniel. I am not manufacturing it. I give a typical example for you. There is a company called Modi Xerox in India. They manufacture Xerox machine in India, in a city called Mohali, Chandigarh, one of the states in India. Xerox machine will be a finished goods for Modi Xerox. Why? I'm going to take the example of Modi Xerox here. Modi Xerox manufactures Xerox machine and they sell even the fax machine. Xerox machine is the one they produce in their own facility or factory in India, in one of their factory. So Xerox machine will become their finished goods. But Modi Xerox has got tied up and they have written a deal or MOU with brother company of France, and they market brother fax machine in India. What is brother fax machine will become? Because it is not the product which is manufactured in their factory, it will become a trading goods for Modi Xerox. Am I clear? So have you understood the difference, Samuel? Right. So you have to understand the difference between trading goods and finished goods. So let's try to implement SAP in a manufacturing first, okay, and then try to understand how the things goes. Then in the Excel sheet, I have given all the companies which are using SAP in India. Okay, you can also Google what are the companies which are using SAP in Kenya or different part of the world. Clear? Now, next, what we have to understand is what are the different cycles which you should know in SAP. What are the different cycles you know? Now, where we are trying to implement our SAP, Daniel, please come in, or whoever is there today, Sam, please come in. Sam, in which company we are trying to implement SAP? We are trying to implement SAP in Modi Xerox, and the implementer is IBM. So, Modi Xerox is one of the subsidiaries of your Modi Group. Correct. Now, what do you think? What is the first thing Modi Xerox has to do? Suppose you are the owner of Modi Xerox. What is the first thing you have to do? Let's say you have to start a Xerox company in Kenya. What is the first thing you'll do, Sam? Yes, excellent. The first thing is you have to register according to a company registration law or the law of the land. What is that registration meaning? That is telling the company and the government of the country that we are going to abide by the tax rules of that country. Correct? Very good. So it is going to be taken care by which department? The accounts department of Modi Xerox. Correct? Very good, Sam. So after the registration is done, the company is now established. What is the next thing which you want to do? Sam, anyone in the class, please participate. I want the class to be interactive, even if it is. Mhm. Yeah. So we have decided even before, even before registration, we have decided it's a manufacturing company. Correct. So, no, once they have decided that they are going to manufacture, what is the product they want to manufacture? Xerox machine, right? So, they have gone and applied and registered their company as in India or in Kenya, whichever country. Correct, Daniel? Then the next thing, then the next thing what you have to do is once you have registered, now you have to form, as some lady was saying, I can recognize the voice. Tabitha, you said, please go ahead. Whoever said that lady? What is the next thing? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, yes. So you are going to have established different departments in the company. What could be the different departments you may think of? These could be the core departments, right? So I request all of you till I get familiar, before you speak, just say Tavita here or whatever the name, right? Steve here, Daniel here, and then say, so that each one of us, because I'm not seeing the screen, I don't know who is speaking. So, very correct. Your this different departments have to be established. Now, each department is there for specific job. Correct? Richard, please come in. Now, what is the first thing which you have to do after you started a company? You started and floated a company called Xerox Company, and you said Xerox Company name as Modi Xerox. You want to manufacture what? Xerox machine. To manufacture the Xerox machine, what is the first thing you require? You want to procure the raw material. Yes or no? So, from whom you are going to procure the raw material? Very good. Now, I keep on saying, please tell your name, I Yashwant. This is the nth number of time I'm telling you. Tell your name, Yashwant here, and then say vendor or supplier. Vendor or supplier. Correct? So you are going to procure the raw material from the vendor or supplier. That is the job profile of the purchase department. Yes or no? Mary is going to take care of procuring the raw material which is required to produce the finished goods called Xerox machine. Yashwant, what could be the raw material in a Xerox machine? If in your life have you not never seen a Xerox machine? A toner, a drum, the body of the Xerox machine, they are all different parts. Yes or going to be the different raw material which Mary is going to procure from different vendors. So once Mary procured all the raw material, she is going to hand over that raw material to whom? She is going to give it to first. She is going to bring and keep it to warehouse department where it is stored. Now from the warehouse department, now the raw material will be converted into finished goods. By which department? The production department. Yes or no? By Dan. Then when the raw, yeah. So when the raw material is converted into finished goods, before it is sold retail, from the quality department is going to come and certify it is item okay, ready to sell. Whatever the certification are there for that country, correct? And then you require a salesperson called manual to sell this Xerox machine to a customer, correct? And the sales guy will be selling the Xerox machine to the customer, and he will get the money. All the money he'll bring and give it to the accounts department, Ram. Ram is going to record all the entries made while the incoming payment and outgoing payment. When it is incoming payment, when they are going to sell the Xerox machine, it is going to be incoming payment. That is called as account receivable. Money is going to come in into the Xerox company because they have sold the finished goods called Xerox machine. When it is going to be outgoing payment, when they are going to purchase the raw material through Mary, they have to pay it to the supplier or the vendor. That is called as outgoing payment or vendor payment, or it is called as accounts payable from accounts point of view. Here I am bringing in two new terminology: account receivable and accounts payable. Account receivable is attached with your sales department, and because receivable, I am receiving something when I sell. So account receivable is attached with your sales department, and money is going to go out because of your purchase department. So accounts payable is attached with your purchase department. Clear? Now, who are these people? They are all the employees of the company of Ozira or Sun Pharma. Correct? There has to be one HR department which is going to take care of all the recruitment, salary, time management, holiday, retirement plan, everything. Correct? So then you require a Rahul. And finally, why you started a company, Sam? You wanted to make a profit. How do you calculate a profit? First, you have to identify what was the costing of my Xerox machine. Then you added the profit. Then you told Manuel, the sales guy, to sell at that. So your selling price is equal to profit. What is your profit? Profit is equal to your selling price minus the cost price. Cost price is going to be calculated by your cost consultant, and selling price is going to be done by the sales guy. So your selling price has to be always higher than your cost price for your company to go into profit. So when you are performing this, there are different cycles happening in the business. Yes or no? Today, our aim is to understand what are the different business cycles is involved in SAP. So what are the different business cycle, common business cycle you see in SAP, and what are they called? What is the agenda? What is a business cycle in SAP called? Why they matter? Key cycle. What is first cycle called? Procure to pay. Procure to pay is nothing but our Mary's department, purchase department. They are procuring the raw material. Finally, they are paying it. So that cycle is called as procure to pay. Clear? I request all of you to have a pen and a paper. Please write down. The first cycle, what you have to know is procure to pay. You are procuring the raw material and you are paying to the vendor. So that cycle is called as P2P cycle. Write down note 1. Procurement to pay cycle can also be called as P2P cycle, or it can be called as account payable cycle. I repeat, procurement to pay cycle or procure to pay cycle is also called as P2P cycle or MM cycle, or it can be called as accounts payable because money is being paid out. Clear, Daniel? Note 1, the first cycle you have to know is procurement to pay. Daniel, clear? Right. The second cycle, I'm going right down in note 2, order to cash. Order to cash is now the customer has ordered for you for two Xerox machine. You are selling and collecting the cash from our Adrian. Adrian is my customer to whom I am selling two Xerox machine and collecting the money from Adrian, my customer. So what I am doing? Note 2, the second set of cycle is called order to cash cycle or OTC cycle. OTC cycle, or it can be called as SD cycle, or it can be also called as account receivable. Write down note 2. The cycle name is order to cash cycle or OTC cycle, or it can be called as SD cycle or account receivable cycle. All are one and the same. Please understand. Tomorrow, when I say AR cycle, don't get confused. I am talking about SD cycle only. Then, when I am talking about the third cycle, it is called as plan to produce. What is plan to produce? Now Mary has brought the raw material. Now I am planning to produce 100 Xerox machine. So to produce 100 Xerox machine, I have to plan to manufacture, Pl- plan to manufacture, or you can say plan to produce or plan to manufacture. So the third note three you write down plan to manufacture or plan to produce, or it can be called as PTC, or it can also be called as production planning cycle, PP cycle, production planning cycle or PP cycle. Clear? Please, someone come in. Sam? Yeah. These are the three cycle. If these three cycle put together is called as supply chain management. The first one is called as MM cycle, second one is called SD cycle, third one is called as PP cycle. SAP MM, SAP SD, sales and distribution, and the third one is SAP production planning. All these three put together is a part of your supply chain management, or you call these three modules put together as SAP logistic modules. Clear, Daniel? Right, right. So you have to know this. All the people, pardon? Yeah. All the three put together, procurement to pay, order to cash, plan to produce, or plan to manufacture put together is called as supply chain management, SCM, supply chain management, or SAP logistics. SAP logistics. If you see, you would have advertised in this, either you choose SAP logistics or SAP finance, correct, for the course. So this is what you have to know these three cycles when I'm talking about logistic model. Then I'm coming to the human resource side. What does human resource or personal department will do? It will talk about which cycle? Hire to retire. Uday, please come in. Hire to retire. I am hiring people in my company and I'll take care of till their retirement. So what are the different stages? Uday, please come in. Good. Hmm. 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 Retirement. So the person is on outside the company premises, so he has to be recruited in the company. The first thing what will come in hire to retire is recruitment. After he has been recruited, then comes his organization management, meaning he has to be told what is his designation, in which country, which state, and which region, and which office he has to work. That is hire to retire is organization management, Uday. After you are done that you are calling onboarding. So that is organization management. Once it is there, then he has to be told time management, when his office time is, what is his shift time, whether he is in general shift, morning shift, afternoon shift, night shift, and when he is going to have, whether he is working for 5 day week or 7 day week. So that third thing will come as time management. After he is recruited, he's been given organization management. You gave him the designation. Now you told him at what time he can work and when is holiday for him. That comes in time management. Then he is not going to work for free. So you have to pay him the salary. That is called as fourth level is called payroll. You have to pay him. That staging in HR is called as payroll. And then other things apart from payroll, you are going to give him some benefit. You may give him staff quota, or you may give him office Ola or Uber, and you may give free admission to your children in the school. The company may give free medical facility to the employees and their family. So then comes is payroll and benefits. Then what is the next thing which is going to come? After that, once your salary is paid, there are some deduction from your salary. That is called professional tax. Some taxes will be deducted. So then finally the person is going to retire, and after he retires, what are the benefits the company is going to show him? These are all the things which you are going to learn in your hire to retire, Uday. Clear? So this is first three are looking at logistic. Then I am talking about human resource. Then I am coming to the finance module. What is the finance module saying? Record to report. What is record to report? I am to pay the premises rent. Correct? I have to pay the salary. I have to record the salary. And finally, at the end of the year, I have to take the report. What is the total money I spent on the salary this year? What is the total money I have spent on purchasing the raw material? What is the total amount of money I have collected by sale of my goods? What is the total money I have paid in form of taxes to the government of respective country? What is the total discount I have given to my customer? That is to be recorded and then reported. So what is the finance module is saying? Record to report. And finally, there is another sub module in finance that is called as you are going to purchase a acquire a asset. So for example, what is the thing we have done, Daniel? You have purchased a car. That's a asset for you. Correct? At some point of time, at some point of time, your car has to retire. So the manufacturer will say, "Hey, Daniel, this car is going to be functional for 10 years, or this laptop is functional for 5 years." Correct? You purchase it for $100. You purchase it for say $1,000. The car. Next year, what will be the value of the car? The value of the car won't be $1,000. What will happen? The you have to calculate the net book value, or you have to calculate the depreciation. So depreciation and appreciation you are going to learn in acquire to retire. Clear? The other cycle from finance. So here we are talking, these are the three logistic modules. Then you have got human resource module. Then you have got the finance module. All the modules we have covered it. And then what are the things which are going to there? I just wanted you to read through this. Next lecture we are going to go each cycle in depth, and I'm going to give here the cycle description. I request all of you to go through this. What are the procurement to pay cycle steps, and what is the order to cash cycle step? And I request of you to go through your YouTube. All of you have your YouTube channel subscription, right? Please, I request you to know your cycles very well. The first cycle I want you to know is order to cash cycle. Clear? I request you, each one of you, to listen to the recording of our order to cash cycle, which is there in our playlist. Where is the playlist where you have got all the things order to cash cycle? Clear? There are 11 videos. I request each one of you to go through one video as many times as you want till you get the perfection. I'm putting it the link in the group, and whoever is not in the group, you can just collect it from your friends. Huh? If anyone is not there, Uday, you won't be a part of this group. So I am putting this. You can listen to this videos. You can go and listen to each video. 11 videos are there. It's not a big one, 5-10 minutes video. I want you to listen to it 3-4 times. Whatever we are going to cover the next day, the video will be up and running already. So today I have posted you order to cash videos. Tomorrow I am going to procure and pay. So we are going to discuss the different cycle on order to cash tomorrow, where each one of you have gone through this video n number of times. Am I clear? Meaning this Excel sheet also you would have seen. This is the where this Excel sheet will be there. So what is the thing? I'm going to put the group and the cycle in PDF in next 5 minutes. You can check all of you in the group the different things which are going to be there. All the cycle. I request you to read this PDF. Point number one. I want you to go through the cycle called OTC cycle or accounts payable cycle. I would request you to go through the PDF of account payable, account receivable. Clear? You can go through the YouTube, and these are your SAP end user steps on, and then this is your AR and AP. Both the things I have put it. Clear? And I request you to go through the whole of the SAP introduction, whatever is given here. I request all of you, Kennedy, to help me to collect all of their mail ID in one Excel sheet so that from now onwards we'll create a link and just give it in the link, Google Meet link. Correct? All the material I'll put it in one place and then they can download from there. Right? So SAP AR and SAP AP. Clear? Anyone has any doubt on the different cycle of today's class, please? They can shoot the questions now. I stop at this point of time and then I'll take the questions from each one of you. And I request you, this is going to be there. And there is a big announcement which I want to take. On Friday, it's my mother's birthday, on which we are launching our YouTube channel. And from Sunday, you will start getting 1 week to 10 days of the videos ahead to you. So instead of waiting for this Friday to come, this Friday you don't have the class. Tomorrow will be your last class of the week. Tomorrow I'm going to tomorrow is Wednesday and Thursday. Tomorrow I'm going to take order to cash cycle, and Thursday I'm going to talk about procurement to pay cycle. These two cycles we'll talk, and Friday will be off for you. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll upload all the videos and study material. Ken will help me, and then you are going to have the material till 18th. 14th to 18th videos will be available on YouTube, and the link will be shared in this, and the study material Google Drive link also will be shared with you. So I wanted this 3 days off to record the videos for you in the live environment on the server given to you so that you don't have an issue. You are ahead to my class. And the members who are coming late, I request you try to come as fast as possible, 5-10 minutes before, so that you don't miss on anything. Anything which you would like to ask me, starting from when class appears, you can ask me the questions. Razak, in that sequential order. Razak, all of you, please unmute your microphone one by one. See the next name and You can come. I need not spell out the name. If you don't have any question, no questions. You say, Razak. Yeah. Now it is there in the panel for you. The next name is Adrian. You can see in the right side. Razak, you can ask the question. Razak. Razak. And there's yeah. Go Adrian. In next person in line. Adrian. Any doubt? I request all of you to participate in the class. There is no point you being on mute or not talking. Of your time and my time. Adrian. Yeah. Thank you. Mr. Daniel. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Dennis. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah. Thank you. Jacqueline. Come on, Jacqueline. Be little fast, huh? All of you, please. You can see the name, nah? Oh, gosh. I want people to just be little more conservative. You have to be much more proactive. This way, it won't be going. You will be wasting your time and my time in the class, please. All of you. Chachi, I'm still able to feel, is it the internet issue or the people are not following my language? Chachi, right. Thank you. Thank you, Chachi. Kennedy, any questions for me? Right. Thank you. Thank you, Kennedy. Martin, Nadel, you can take the credential from Kennedy if you don't have. And any questions from me? Then I am coming to Martin to you. Nadel, you are on unmute. Please speak. If you are having an issue on your laptop, please join on mobile too, like Shamika ji. Join both on your mobile and on laptop. Let's have some get some maturity into our batch. If you have an internet issue on the laptop or the desktop, you can join the same link through your mobile. You can use your mobile for voice chatting and you can use your laptop for screen viewing. Yes, Nadel. Get your internet connection up by weekend, every one of you. Martin, anything, Martin? Okay, please. I'll take it for no questions. If no one is going to speak, I can't run like this every day. Anyone has a doubt, please unmute your microphone and ask. Richard, Teja, Sam, Shamika ji. Yeah, Sam, go ahead. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Sam. Shamika. Uh, thank you, thank you. Shravani, Shravani, ఒక్క నిమిషం నాన్న. Thank you, Shravani. Okay. Tavita? Okay, okay. Yashwant, you don't have question. Yeah, someone was there from the upper batch. I don't know. Razak, was it you? Martin? I don't know. Martin or Razak. I request all of you to check your internet speed this weekend. This is too bad. Uh, Kennedy, can you just make yourself presenting your screen? Okay, one second. One second, one second. I'll present my screen. How do we check the speed? Uh, this is the bare minimum speed which we operate in India. And this is the, I'll test my this thing. How do I test my internet speed? It is fast.com, fast.com. Now, what it is coming to you, Kennedy? Mine is 120 Mbps. 150 Mbps is what I paid for. 14. You are able to take. And the people who are not able to speak in a day, it is one or two. Correct? So, no, no, I'm saying you can just upgrade the plan to the next level. Correct? Because tomorrow when you are going to work on the server also, it will just be going like buffering. In YouTube, when you see the movie, it will be just buffering. You see? I request you to get a good internet connection, all of you. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we are going to see the other session on this. See the order to cash cycle. I request all of you to go through the video. All of you to go through the video.